Hello, friends. Welcome to DNF Diaries. Every other week, we bring you a wonderfully entertaining, low-stakes, absolutely no-shame story of a DNF in the ultramarathon, sub-ultra, FKT, or three-hike world. For those that are not familiar, DNF stands for Do Not Follow. JK. It actually means Did Not Finish. We are accepting DNF stories to our email, dnfconfessions@gmail.com. Or, you ever think when people they don't put the .com, like, you don't need to say .com anymore.
Yeah, I think everyone probably knows that internet ends in .com.
Yeah, so dnfconfessions@gmail, and you know the rest. Or you can slide into our DMs on our Instagram, dnf.diaries. Please send us your stories about quitting DNF or quitting DNFing an endurance effort. We can keep you anonymous if you like. Yeah, I'm Tara Dower, and my chosen adventure... What's my chosen adventure? I mean, I've been doing a lot of, like, rough Vermont trail. Not Vermont trail, my goodness, long trail. Big miles on the long trail, and I am exhausted. I've been exhausted for the last 2 days. I don't know why. Probably because, you do 10 miles and it takes like 36 hours. But I love it. I love that. Who are you?
I'm Arlee, and I'd like to welcome you to the Vermont Trails. Oh, I'm so glad you've been here.
Yeah.
And my chosen adventure right now this week, it is it's both. There was some blueberry picking that happened, and there's been some biking and listening to celebrity gossip podcasts. Yeah.
Which one?
Shameless.
Oh, I gotta listen to that.
I listened to the
gossip.
Brad and Jen and Angelina, like three episode
that's a great
scandal.
One.
Oh, it was so good.
I hear Brad Pitt's like not a great guy.
Yeah, he sounds like kind of the problem.
Like sleazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah. He's also like really hot, but that doesn't give him a pass.
Yeah, he's kind of done some pretty bad things to these two like stellar women.
Yeah.
And somehow he's like never been villainized in the media for it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I've thought that too, because he actually did some terrible things to Angelina and the kids.
Yeah.
And we're all just like, whatever. Like,
their divorce proceedings are still happening. Well, actually, I don't know. This podcast was recorded like 3 years ago. So it might not still be happening.
He's a sketchy dude.
He is.
Hot but sketchy. Two things can exist at once.
10 they do for Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Thanks to Ultra for sponsoring. Again, just such a solid sponsor.
We love the shoes.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of just the Olympus right now. Like, the Olympus on the long trail is doing so well. I'm really happy with it. What's your favorite right now?
Olympus.
Just Olympus or 275?
Last couple days, just Olympus. The color completely changed. So much mud.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of being this beautiful teal color that they once were, they're darkened. But holding up spectacularly.
Those ones right over there?
Yeah, those right there. How would you describe that color? It's not teal.
Like a dirty teal.
Dirty teal, yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what
those
it is.
Dirty old shoes.
I got an oatmeal color, and they very quickly turned into like chocolate.
Yeah,
oatmeal.
Yeah. They really make your feet blend in with the ground. It's a nice dirt road color. I love it. Love it.
So you've been doing a lot of biking. We'll get into this for sure, but like you've been doing a lot of biking and blueberry.
Oh, are we doing some foreshadowing right now?
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
But first off, if you can't tell, every so often when the other person's talking, we're eating blueberries.
Mm-hmm.
So if you hear any,
it's these blueberries that we picked.
We picked by hand.
By hand.
And we went to the blueberry
in the
farm.
Hot, humid sun.
Yeah, and the lady was like super stoked when we got there. And then when we were checking out, she was like, "Did you what'd she say? Clean the bush?"
Yeah, did you clean the row? And we didn't. And then you were so kind to her. You said, "Oh, well, how's your day?" And she said, It's hot and it's busy, but I'll be all right.
Well, I feel like by the end of that interaction, she
lightened up a little bit.
Because I felt like she was going through a lot. Somebody must have given her trouble. So I wanted to be like,
you were really nice to her.
Yeah. Because I didn't understand why she was so upset.
Either.
We don't even know what you mean by that.
It was really hot out.
Yeah. I know that it's really hot when there's a bead of sweat that goes in between my boobs.
Yeah. My shirt was soaking wet by the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've been doing biking and blueberry picking, right?
Yeah.
Little foreshadowing.
Why? Just been in a big recovery era. Use the language of a Swiftie. My recovery era. Which is really drawing to a close because I'm pretty tired of recovering.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm honestly feeling fine.
Just do what you want.
Yeah. Aside from being sleepy today.
Oh my God.
Feeling fine.
What is up with that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Something's in the air.
Who knows?
I'm exhausted.
After eating all the superfood blueberries, we should be fine.
Antioxidants. Very good antioxidants.
Yeah.
Do I know what that means? No.
Not really.
What is an antioxidant?
I know it's good for me.
I have no idea what an antioxidant does.
Ward off all those health demons.
Did I just squirt blueberry juice at you? I think I did.
It's okay.
Yeah. Somebody comment what antioxidant is.
We'd love to know.
Okay.
All right. Some ultra news?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Rachel Entrekin on a straight rip right now. 1, high lonesome, new course record, 21:56.
Wow.
She wrote a blog post about the race. Great read. It's linked in her Instagram bio.
What was the course record before?
I don't know. But I think she took at least 45 minutes off of it. I think. Look it up. Yeah, you're looking at. We're actively Googling right now. Yeah, what do we got? Not interested in whatever. Oh, hold on. Maybe it'll tell us. Women's course record. Oh, yeah.
Oh, and
previously was 23:40. Now 21:56.
Whoa.
She took a lot off.
Whoa. 4th overall. Whoa.
Yeah. She absolutely demolished the race.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Rachel, if you're listening.
Well, we're so glad you're listening.
Yeah, thank you.
So glad.
Second up, hats off.
Mm-hmm. Speed Goat happened. Another race in the UTMB World Series. They had a couple different distances. The race looks honestly brutal. It's 50K length is the longest length, and there's a 28K, I believe, and a 10K. And the 50K, there's 11,400 feet of gain.
What?
Yeah, that's a lot. For a 50K, that's a lot. The women's race was super speedy and packed with power. Jennifer Lichter finished first.
She's on a ripper.
Incredible.
Yeah.
And our friend Robin Lesh had a sweet 5th place finish.
Oh my gosh, Robin.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robin's the best. Robin's so great.
She's incredible.
Yeah. So cool.
Sarah, moving on to the Ure 100. Sarah Ostazuki, new course record, bested her own time from last year. Incredible.
She loves those races where you're just climbing,
grinding.
She loves the climb. You gotta have somebody like that in the field.
Yeah.
She's just a big climber.
She's so strong.
Yeah.
So strong.
We're fans.
Huge fans. Yeah. Vermont news. Vermont 100 happened, which also included 100K. Local Vermont legend Joanna Fortier won the 100K.
Oh.
Yeah, she was in first place by over an hour.
Wow. What do you know about her? I don't know
Joanna?
anything.
Oh, she's super nice.
Yeah?
She lives in Richmond. Eric Lapuma's fiance.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I did see his story about her finishing. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, she's great. Super nice girl.
They just got engaged, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
I've got this little dog named Hazel.
Yeah, it's super cute little guy.
Yeah. Courtney announced that she's headed back to UTMB this year. Is Katie Scheid going to sign on? I'm on the edge of my seat waiting to find out. Is she?
She will?
I hope so. I'd love to get the chance to see these two absolute legends just battle it out.
Have they ever done it together?
I don't think so. I don't think that they've really raced together much, if at all. I mean, they must have, right?
Yeah, they did Western.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that year that Courtney got the course record.
And Katie was second.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I'd love to see them at UTMB together.
I don't know if they've raced against each other or anything else, though.
Yeah.
Not that I know of. Unless there was like a really early race. But I would love to see Katie jump on.
Oh.
Do you think she would after Hard Rock?
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
I hope so. Finally, our dear friend Scott Benneroff set off for an attempt at the unsupported Adirondack 46 record this morning. It's a brutal route. It's like 200 plus miles with 70,000 feet of gain on just like the most rugged trails you can possibly imagine. He's got like approximately 30 pounds of Morton powder in his pack. It's shoved inside of a bear can right now. And I'm just so excited. So everyone wish him luck through the internet sensors and strength out there.
What's that food that he really likes too? He's got like Morton's, but he's also got what are those? They're not banana chips. What is he?
He loves bananas.
Yeah, he does love bananas.
Boy eats a banana.
I told him that he better watch out because I once saw a video on Instagram Reels of these little bugs.
Oh no.
And as I was telling him this, I was eating the blueberries right off the bush.
Whatever.
And I was like, well, this is probably the same exact thing. Well, good luck, Scott. We wish you all the best.
Yeah.
May your legs be strong.
Yeah.
May your heart be mighty.
Yeah. Shout out to Ken Seals at the Ultra Minute for helping us stay up to date on all of this Ultra news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. All right. It's story time.
It's story time.
And today we're talking about Arlee's epic DNF on the Vermont section of the Appalachian Trail. 150 miles.
Yeah.
From the southern, like Massachusetts, Vermont border up to the New Hampshire, Vermont border. It's got some really rugged trail. It's really rugged. It is rugged.
I don't think it's that rugged.
It's beautiful.
I
think it's rugged.
Stunning.
It's definitely like if you come from the Whites, like,
yeah,
it's like you're coming off going southbound.
Maybe I'm just comparing it to like the rest of Vermont,
which is just like
rugged. Yeah. And I'm like, oh wow, this section is so smooth and so nice.
But we're gonna hear about your DNF, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm so excited. I got like a pretty big preview, but
you have gotten a pretty good preview.
Yeah.
So I crafted up this route last year after finishing Bubba's, this backyard race.
Can you tell us a little bit about Bubba's?
Bubba's is a backyard ultra that is in New Hampshire in this guy Bubba's backyard.
As the name suggests.
Typical backyards are like 4.1 miles or something like that. And Bubba's is 3.6-ish, depending on whose watch you look at. But it is a little more technical and rugged than a classic backyard. So the course is a little shorter.
Peanut butter mud.
For you to be finishing it within an hour's time frame. So it was my second year at Bubba's. It was great. Did a lot better than the year before. I'm pretty sure episode 2 of this whole podcast situation is about that DNF, actually. Oh, so go back and you can hear more about it.
Do that.
But the footnotes are, I quit right before the second night. And after Bubba's, I was like, I don't really want to come back and do more backyard, but I am really curious about going into a second night and like what that's like. And I want to do something that's long enough that will get me to the second night. I was like, 150 miles seems about like the distance that you're going to get to a second night, at least at my pace. And this section of the AT that runs through Vermont is really special to me. section of trail I've traveled twice in like various different stages or phases, eras, if you will, of kind of my like endurance running and through hiking career. That's such a strange word to use, like in my time doing this long stuff. And so I was like, it would be really special to get to run that section of trail and have all of my best friends there supporting me and pacing me and crewing me along the way. So I started planning for it. What a crazy goal. 150 miles. It's farther than I've ever run before. So long, whatever. Crazy. I made an incredible spreadsheet. I'm very proud of the spreadsheet.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
It felt so detailed. Yeah, you're looking at some printouts of it. I got so many things together, so many gels, so many drink mixes, so many pacers. My crew chiefs were going to be Scott and Maya, two of my best friends who definitely I've probably spent the most time running with the two of them. And yeah, we were ready.
So ready.
Like a week before, I had 3 pacers back out, which was stressful momentarily.
Yeah.
But thankfully, the folks that were still signed up kind of like filled in the gaps, and it all worked out. Should we wait for this truck to leave?
You know, even ultra runners have their trash picked up. I think they'd understand.
Okay, yeah.
You know, we had the dryer.
Big dump truck outside.
Yeah.
This is a noisy house.
Got a dump truck in here and a dump truck outside. Talking about my booty and my butt. I didn't want to say 2 dump trucks in here because I didn't know if you wanted to.
Oh, I love calling my booty a dump truck. I think it's hilarious.
2 dump trucks inside and one
dump truck out.
All right, sleeping.
Okay. Yeah, so then Friday morning, we set off. Well, prior to Friday morning, we stayed in a hotel in North Adams.
Massachusetts.
And originally I had been like, yeah, like we're just going to camp at the trailhead. Like we'll just sleep in the car because I drive a minivan. I was like, yeah, we'll just sleep in the car. And one of my crew chiefs was like, Arlee, like, I think you're going to want to like sleep in a real place the night before. And I was like, oh yeah, that like might actually be pretty nice. You know, I can like spread out the stuff
there.
Like a week ahead of time.
Oh, okay. That's good.
A week ahead of time. I was like, oh yeah, you know, it might be nice to spread out my stuff. Like you could take a shower, you know, whatever. And so got a room at the Howard Johnson. Shout out Hojo of North Adams. Super nice Modi. And there was one point where there was like a windstorm going on outside. And I just started laughing and Scott was like, Arlee, what's up? And I was like, imagine if we were in the van at the trailhead. This would be so different. Whatever. We get to the next morning. We get to the start. It's raining, unsurprisingly. Not in the forecast, but of course it's raining. But it was fine that it was raining. It was fine. And once upon a time, a couple of years ago for my birthday, our dearest friend Rascal gave me a gift that was like a throw pillow that is Courtney's face. And so she comes with me to every big effort and big race.
Yeah.
And so we carried her to the start, to the Massachusetts-Vermont border, said a quick prayer in her name. Off I went. My watch, this detail will come up again later. My watch was not, it hadn't connected to GPS yet, but I didn't really feel like waiting. So I just hit start.
Are you outing yourself in the fact that you have?
Well, I was wearing a watch for the effort.
GPS. Okay.
Yeah.
Just for reference, Arlee, for a long time, was boasting the fact that they do not use a GPS watch.
Yeah.
Your typical Sunto.
It was part of their personality.
Yeah, it was a big part of their personality. But
I've since been assimilated.
Yeah. And the Sunto is on your watch. I'm looking at it.
Okay, wow. Let's not need to get too into this.
Okay, so your GPS did not connect.
But I didn't feel like waiting. I was like, let's get this show on the road.
Yeah.
And then Katie Merrick and I, she was my first pacer. We took off running for the first 14 and a half miles. Oh my God, it was incredible. We had so much fun. We had a great time. Ate all the things I was supposed to eat.
Yeah, 70 grams of carbs an hour.
Yeah,
right?
That was the goal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And yeah, whatever. Went down the rocky descent to Route 9. If you've ever done it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, I hope you get to experience it one day with a full pack.
Oh, is this the one from Harmony Hill?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's fun to go up. Going down
without a pack rocks. Oh, it was awesome. I was like, damn, this is so easy. Breeze through the cruise stop. It was beautiful, incredible. Ate some pudding while I was walking away. Picked up Maya as my next pacer, and we headed off into the endless section of Glastonbury Wilderness. 22.5-mile section.
Mm-hmm.
No roads. Nothing there.
Just super
just long.
Yeah, long and just undescript is the way I would describe.
But the summit of Glastonbury is stunning.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my mind, the climb up Glastonbury, how I remembered it, was just it being long and relentless and steep forever and ever. That's not how it is in reality. It's a 10-mile meandering climb with small bits of steepness. So I was wrong, and my memory it really fooled me, because when I was running, I kept being and one of my big goals in this effort was to run as much of uphill as I could.
Ooh, that's good.
Because I'd really been working on running uphill and training, and I was that's one of my goals. But so in my mind, I was hell yeah, I can't wait to hike up Glastonbury, this steep climb, let's go. And then it kept being not steep, and I was kind of mentally, I was okay, well, it's the hammer's gonna drop.
Yeah.
It's gonna get steep. I don't want to run too much because it's about to get steep, which is kind of that scarcity mindset.
Yeah.
That's rarely beneficial.
What are you talking about? Are you talking in the way that you save your legs or your energy for the future?
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, it never got steep. And soon after we left the road, I started feeling pretty nauseous, but I was kind of it's probably just because I ate a lot really quickly, down some protein drink, ate pudding and Fritos. It's probably just that, whatever. Was doing a bit of dry heaving. Came really close to vomiting in front of a thru hiker, but it didn't quite happen, which is one of my biggest regrets.
Were you doing cat cow?
Little bit. It was a lot of but then nothing would come out, and I was all right, we're just gonna keep going, whatever. And then
that's great.
Yeah,
keep it down.
We get to a stream. Maya's I'm gonna get water, and I was great, I'm gonna keep going. We realized we lost the filter.
Oh no.
Fell out of Maya's vest. Oh well.
Did you drink 30
I was I don't care, you don't. I was
yeah.
We're so high. I was whatever, it doesn't matter. I was Giardia's not gonna hit until after.
Yeah. Sometimes I think that's
I was do your work.
Do the time.
She was I've got tablets if you want, and I was do whatever you think is right, but I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
And so whatever, I kept going. Summited Glastonbury, crested it, started going down immediately. Hot pink goo octane comes gushing back out of my mouth. A lot of it. I think I had 2 vomits, and then Maya had caught back up to me, and I was I'm not done, there's more. And then another 1 or 2 vomits came back out, and it was all if you've ever had the what is it, strawberry hibiscus flavor or whatever of goo octane, it's hot pink colored,
like Pepto color?
Yeah, but not quite as bubblegummy, a little more electric.
Oh
yeah,
it's unnatural.
It is. It is
unnatural to go in and out,
and it all came out.
Oh no,
that's all I had been drinking for the last 25 miles. So that was a drag, but I did feel so much better. And so then I was wow, I feel better, but it was still pretty hot. And Maya was do you want to take your shirt off for the heat? And I was yeah, let's do it. And that was when it all began, and I started running shirtless, which I did for probably 5/8 of the effort. Never would have, that wasn't anywhere in my wildest plans, but it felt so good. Whatever, Maya and I keep running, continue through the section, it's fine. I'm still eating. And I'm like, whatever, we just gotta put it in, choke it back, put it down.
Yeah.
Drinking, doing all the things I'm supposed to. It's good. It's fine. Whatever. Get to the road. Finally, the section ends.
It takes too long.
I know. Kelly Stand Road. Couldn't wait to see her.
Yeah.
Scott was there and my partner Cleo, which was great. I was so excited to give Cleo a hug. I hadn't seen her since before I started.
Did she surprise you?
Kind of, but not really. Like, I had thought she was going to be at that first road crossing, but she didn't get there in time. And so I had asked Maya, like, oh, is she coming to this one? Because I knew she had to get back to where we live. And like, just that this was a long section, it was going to take a long time. And Maya was like, no, Cleo should be there. And I was like, oh my God, great. I can't wait to see her. Because I knew I wouldn't see her again until like late Saturday night, early Sunday morning. So yeah, I gave her a hug, sat down. For some reason, I sat down to do something. I don't really remember what or why, but I did, which is fine. And ate some cantaloupe, ate some pickles, and something else. Yeah.
That's a good food.
Yeah. And then Scott and I headed up Stratton, and he was carrying a slice of pumpkin pie in a bag. I had made a pumpkin pie. Actually, Cleo made the pumpkin pie. I was so excited about it.
You guys are really pieing it up here.
Yeah. Well, it has fats in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, the texture should be pretty easy to eat. It's not like a lot of chewing, you know? So you really hate chewing. And I was like, okay, Scott, like I'll eat the pumpkin pie after we summit.
Yeah.
And Stratton was another like really nice climb. In hindsight, like I could have run more of it than I did, but I didn't, which is a regret, but whatever, kind of. So I'm taking some bites of pumpkin pie, but mostly I started eating it after we summited, which was great, out of the bag. And then on the way down, pumpkin pie yacked right up all over the ground. Yeah, it was undigested.
So we have
just bits.
Pink and orange.
Pink and orange so far. Yeah, all over the ground. It was gross. Update, the cat is watching the birds on the porch and she looks ready to pounce.
There is a quite...
Look at her.
Oh, she's gonna get it.
This is awesome. Oh, I hope she kills it. Get it. She's a hunter.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a very strong bird community here in Burlington.
People are pretty protective.
Yeah, like angry when cats are
They're
outside.
Worried about outdoor cats killing the bird population.
Like, that's just nature.
It's their worry.
Yeah.
So anyways, Scott and I, this section's also pretty long. It's 17.5 miles.
Yeah. But it's really pretty and
it was nice. Yeah. Found out that the AT got rerouted and doesn't go past Stratton Pond anymore, which was such a disappointment to all. I was really looking forward to Stratton, to just seeing Stratton Pond's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Whatever. We continue on. It's good. It's fine. It's dark. I'm like getting a little, not like tired, but like a little whiny, maybe from the vomiting. I'm like working so hard to keep a positive mindset and like not fall into like holes of negative despair mentally.
What is this again?
We're like, okay, 14 and 22. Yeah, what does that say? Overall mileage. When we started at Kelly Strand, we were at 37.
Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right. But yeah, it must be. Oh, no, that's right. Yeah, 37. And so by the time Scott and I get to Route 1130, we're at 55.
That is
54 and a half.
That's a long section.
Yeah. So whatever, we're going. I'm whining a little bit. And I was like, everything's bad. And Scott was like, what's bad? Like, we can fix it. And I was like, nothing's actually bad. Everything's fine. and I was like kind of whimpering about it, but like moving. And then I kind of started to settle into, this is like another, not regret I have, but like note for myself. Something I feel disappointed in.
Oh.
Yeah. Is that I kind of was like settling into this like, oh, this isn't like butter smooth trail. Like, what if I trip and fall? I should probably just like hike instead of run.
No.
But like I should have run. Yeah. So I'm pretty disappointed that I like was in that mindset. And then like when Scott would be like, you need to run, I would run. But left to my own devices, I don't know. I was like settling into the like too cautious.
That's a good
mindset.
Yeah. You just run.
Yeah.
Your body wants to run.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. Scott and I get to the road. Maya's there. Incredible. I eat some stuff, some cantaloupe. It got really cold at the road.
And you got there
pretty late.
Yeah.
11:30 at night.
Wow.
Yeah. And Scott is continuing with me over Bromley.
Oof.
And as I'm walking away from the cruise stuff, Scott is hanging back to talk to Maya a little bit. And then I just yak up everything I just ate. Cantaloupe all over the ground.
Can you say it's yellow at this point?
It was more like a peach color.
Okay.
It was cantaloupe color.
Yeah, I'm trying to just get the colors of the rainbow.
We'll get,
Okay, sweet.
We've got whatever. Scott and I go over Bromley. Beautiful. Great climb. Not as serious as I remembered the climb being, but so lovely.
Super smooth.
So lovely. We go down, and then I pick up Ben, which was so great. I was so pumped to get Ben to go through Mad Tom Notch with him. The eeriest of places.
Why is it eerie?
Well, because Mad Tom lives there. And my friend Teresa.
Who's Mad Tom?
Well, he's Mad Tom.
Is there a ghost? Is he a ghost?
A spirit.
I want to be there in the dark.
Teresa had talked to Mad Tom for me.
No way.
So that to ask him to look out for us.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah. And he did.
I really, really want to see a ghost at some point on my trail adventures, and
maybe
that sounds like the place to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you?
Well,
a ghost of yourself, maybe.
Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
Because Ben and I, lovely climb up Mad Tom. It was finally the steep climb I'd been waiting for. Mm-hmm. I was ready to just power it up a steep climb, and I'd been waiting, and I finally got one, and it was great. And went over Mad Tom, and Peru Peak or something like that is right there too. Head down. On the way down, I was like, Ben, I just want to sit down for like 1 minute. You can time me. I said, you can time me. And he did. And I sat down for like 1 minute, and it was fine. And then I did yak up ramen noodles, just full noodles on the ground, out of my mouth, all over. It was really gross. That was the grossest vomit, was the noodles. Ben was like, did you look at it? And I said, I couldn't really.
You just slurped them down.
Yeah. I'd been eating them out of a Ziploc bag with a spoon, like while running.
That's so hard.
For like probably 10 miles, I'd been trying to eat ramen out of a Ziploc bag with a spoon. They were like cold noodles too. They like weren't even hot anymore. But I was like, because I ate them going over Bromley, and I was like, it's working. I only threw up in the parking lot. And so I got a refill to go over Mad Tom, and then yacked him up. But then Ben and I, we're having a wonderful section. He's really helped making me run, which is good. And we go over Baker Peak, which I love, and it's still nighttime and the stars were out. And that was great. And then the sun came up shortly after that. And all of a sudden, I remember at one point I was like, Ben, what time is it? And he was like, oh, it's 3 a.m. And I was like, oh my God, it's already 3 a.m.? That's great. That's great. And then what happened next? Oh, I was having some chafing issues.
Oh, yeah. Because you're still running without your shirt at this point?
No, I had a shirt on overnight.
Okay.
Overnight that I kept on for a little while longer in the morning hours. Oh yeah, so we get to the parking lot at US Forest Service 10, which was great. And I put Leukotape in between my butt cheeks for the first time in my life.
What made you want to do that?
Well, my butt cheeks were chafing.
Okay.
And they had been. And I'd lubed them up with some Vaseline. And they were continuing to chafe. And I could feel like I also changed shorts because I could feel how salty my shorts were. And I was wearing my favorite shorts ever, the 5-inch John G spandex.
Yeah.
And I changed into just a second pair of those that I have. And I was like, I think how salty my shorts are is just making it worse. Like, I'm just going to change. Because I was also chafing kind of like on like my like groin bones.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I was like, I think the salty shorts are just making it worse. And I was like, I'm just going to change my shorts and put Lugo tape like on like, yeah, like my groin bones and inside my butt cheeks. Which I thought of that idea because of Rascal.
Yeah.
She talks about it all the time. And every time she says Lugo tape the cheeks, I say, absolutely not. That sounds like such a horrific ordeal.
Yeah, she talks about it with me in the way of it was a traumatic experience. Did she leave that out?
Well,
because she had to eventually rip the Lugo tape off her butt cheeks.
Oh, no. She's told me that part, which is why I'm like, I'm never doing that. But then I was just like, this is what has to happen. Because lube isn't doing enough.
Did it help?
Oh my God, it solved the whole problem.
Oh, great.
Nothing.
Okay.
It was great.
Great.
The Lugo tape on my like groin it helped some, but it kept moving around and stuff. Like it wasn't as good of a fix. So I kept like lubing that area up throughout the remainder of the effort. But in the cheeks, honestly, incredible.
Great.
And the tape came off really easily in the shower.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Tape the cheeks.
Tape the cheeks.
Tape the cheeks. Yeah, and then Scott and I went off on this next section through White Rocks. It was unremarkable. Actually, the only thing that was remarkable is I didn't throw up during that section for the first time.
That's great.
Since the first section. Yeah, I didn't throw up at all.
So you, at this point, you had thrown up, was it 5 or 6 times?
Goo Octane, pumpkin pie, cantaloupe, ramen 4 times.
4 times.
4 times.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at the matter of time. That's a lot of throw up in the amount of time. Where are we right now?
So by the time we get to
Four
Service 10, 72 miles, I'd thrown up 4 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Half of the colors of the rainbow.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the sunset colors.
Yeah.
The sunset colors.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. And then I get to whatever road is next, and Katie Rhodes was there. I wasn't expecting to see her until later, so that was such a joy. And she, the incredible, incredible human that she is, she was like, this is a salt problem. I know it. She was like, I'm a salty sweater. And I was like, me too. She was like, this is a salt problem. I know it is. It's happened to me. She was like, take these right now. And I took 2 of her salt pills, which is apparently 300 milligrams of sodium. She was like, every hour and a half, take 2. And I had been taking like 1 chewable salt pill, which is like 100 milligrams every so often. It helped so much.
It helps so much.
So much.
Yeah. Salt is a game changer.
Yeah. So I started doing that. My pacers were feeding me salt pills every so often. Oh, and I had this yogurt drink there. That was great. And then Ben and I took off on the next section towards Clarendon Gorge. Saw our buddy Owen, who was out for a hike.
Oh, that's so exciting.
He's so great. And I love that section. And it was so nice. It's like one of the nicest climbs on the whole AT, going up Bear Mountain, coming out of there. And it was so fun to go through there. And with Ben, who I just love so dearly. And I love all of these people I'm with. Whatever.
But it's clear you like Ben the most.
Well, no, I
Even
didn't
with
say that.
Theo
I didn't say that.
There. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's assumed.
We get through there. It's great. It's fine. I don't throw up again, which is awesome.
So good.
So good.
We love to see it.
We love to see it. We get to the Clarendon Gorge parking lot, which is like kind of a sketchy parking lot.
I'm trying to remember all these spots.
We didn't stop there.
No?
With you. Because I came through that section with you. It was me, you, and Andy. And we just breezed through.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't a cruise stop. But at Clarendon Gorge, I slept for 5 minutes for the first time. And yeah, the parking lot is a little weird there. There was like a cage of animals, maybe.
Wait,
it was like next to this man's truck that he was sitting in.
Oh, no.
I don't know. It was just like kind of strange.
Why didn't we stop there? Is it hard to get to?
No.
Interesting.
Yeah. So yeah, I went through there, picked up Katie Rhodes as my pacer. She was going to take me all the way over Killington.
Wait, Is this where you had the debacle with the sleep? The sleep debacle?
No. This was a fine sleep. I slept for 5 minutes. Or at least closed my eyes for 5 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, that part.
Oh, yeah. I remember this parking lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like a typical Appalachian Trail parking lot, except there's a train that goes by.
And then you like almost immediately go over this big swinging bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're going south.
So there's a KJ Animals. You move on.
A van and truck. Move on. And then there's this kind of like really gnarly like half-mile climb. That Katie and I do whatever. And then, I crack open an extra tall La Colombe vanilla canned draft latte.
Wow.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good.
Is this your first caffeine?
No, I started taking caffeine at maybe like 3:30 in the morning. Okay. And I was doing caffeinated SIS gels and soda. But I was drinking so much soda. Like Coke, Cheerwine, and ginger ale. So much of it. So much ginger ale and Cheerwine. Katie and I go through that section. Beautiful, wonderful. She's a great pacer.
She's so good.
I'm feeling energized. We get to Upper Cold River Road, and I was like, saw the crew, and I was like, I'm back, baby!
You made it to 100 miles at this point, too?
No, we're getting close.
Okay.
100 is Killington.
Okay.
And then, Katie and I quickly breezed through that aid station.
So good.
Head up Killington, which was a great climb. I started to feel a little dizzy on it, but whatever. I was fine. Still taking in these salt pills. Katie gave me some pierogies that she had. Oh. Those were so good. I ate those. Go over Killington. I call my parents and talk to them for a little bit, which was so nice. The descent down Killington feels like it takes forever. It's just annoying. But whatever. And then we get to the road, which is great. We're over 100. I was like, last 45 miles. Wow. Let's go. I sat down for a couple minutes to eat half of a BLT sandwich, which was so good. And then Ben and I took off. Oh, Kate was at that road crossing, I think, for the first time.
Who's Kate?
Ben's partner. Oh. And it was so great to see them. And then Ben and I took off for a 5.5 mile section. That was fine. There was kind of a gnarly descent down into that state park. I don't know if... I think it was gnarly, but I think I was also like getting a little cranky. And so I just like didn't really feel like it. I was like, this is so steep. Why is it like this? And then we get into the state park, whatever. And Ben is like, keep eating, keep eating. I was like, I've had enough. But I was mostly listening and sometimes not. And I was like, okay, I want to lay down at the next road crossing. When we get to that road crossing, I lay down for like 10 minutes, which was fine. And then I sat up and dry heaved a bunch and then threw up mango juice that I had just drank.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I was pretty tired. But I was also ready to go.
Yeah.
And then Maya, sweet guardian angel Maya, goes with me, takes me off into this 13-mile night section. It got changed. It wasn't meant to be 13 miles, but Chattagouie Road or whatever was apparently a little sketchy. So we had to change it up.
Yeah, with a name like Chattagouie.
And then there was, the crew could hike in 1/2 mile from a trailhead to like the lookout or whatever and meet us. So we did that instead. And this section I feel like is where things really deteriorated for me.
And where are we at this point? Like we're in this section, like 110.
Yeah, we're at 110. Yeah, we're at 110. And I feel like 110 to like 123. And I feel like things really deteriorated. Like mentally, I think physically, like, I mean, I was slowing down like a little bit by a little bit, but I never had like a moment where I like drastically dropped pace. But mentally, I was just like, oh my God, this section is so long. We're moving so slow. And Maya, she's so incredible. She was like, no, like, you're doing great. Like, we're moving. And I was like, why are we not at the top of this climb yet? And like, it wasn't that I was like, oh, I'm tired of climbing. I was just like, well, we have to get at the top before we can go down. And we have to go down before we get to the road, which is a landmark of like mileage in my brain. And I was just so frustrated with myself for not moving faster. But I also wasn't really like picking up the pace. But I was moving still. And then I was like, Maya, I'm so tired. And she was like, well, you can either make it to the crew stop or you can dirt nap for up to 3 minutes. And I was like, fuck that. I was like, I'm making it to the crew stop. I was like, I'm not wasting time with a dirt nap when I'm going to sleep anyways at the crew stop. And so we made it to the crew stop, but there was one more vomit in there. I took a gel at one point and immediately yacked it up.
What color?
It was a citrus flavored gel, so it was kind of like clearish white. Yeah.
I don't like that.
I cried a little bit at that one. I was crying a lot by this time.
Going out.
I was pretty upset that I threw it up.
Yeah. I would be too.
Yeah.
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 You tried your best.
I tried my best. So we get to the crew stop finally. Jesus Christ. The crew's not there because we were early, and Maya was like, yeah, like we're early. She's like, we're half an hour early. And I was like, I don't care. We're moving so slow. I was like, that doesn't matter. And she was, and for a moment she'd been like, I think I'll run ahead just to make sure. And then we were both and then she's like, oh, but I don't want to miss the turn. And I was like, wait, I don't want to miss the turn either. And then we were both like, wait, don't go ahead. I was like, stay with me. Don't go ahead. And so she didn't. And then we got to there and nobody was there yet. So I laid down for a dirt nap. My sweet guardian angel was like, okay, like here's water and here's food and here's blah, 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 blah. And I was like, just go. And so I like closed my eyes while she ran down to find everybody and be like, we're here. And then they came back and I was having some like foot stuff, nothing like bad, but like something was going on, you know?
You had that gnarly blister.
I did.
Spot.
Yeah. I
part
could,
of it?
yeah, I could feel it forming for sure. And,
maybe forming.
Yeah. I kind of started hallucinating like in that section after Killington, but it wasn't like bad hallucinations. It was just like shadows looked more like stuff than shadows, you know? You're like, oh, that kind of looks like a wheel. Oh, it's just a rock, not like an old water wheel or something, you know, like that kind of hallucination. So I didn't really tell anybody that because I wasn't like worried about it.
Yeah.
Because it's happened before and I was just like, you know, I just need to sleep. And like, also like, it's fine. Whatever. So once the crew came, Cleo was there, which I was so excited for. And she was kind of like cradling my head while I was sleeping, even though I was kind of awake, but still laying down as Scott and Maya, angels, were ripping off my socks and wiping my feet and lubing them and re-socking them. So I'm like kind of awake.
You could say would you say it was a little aggressive?
They were doing their job. I needed them to be aggressive.
But, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think if other people are taking off your socks and shoes and cleaning your feet, it's only going to feel aggressive. While you're laying down in the middle of the night,
trying to nap,
it's always going to feel aggressive, even if it's not. And so then everyone was like, okay, Arlee, get up. And I was like, ugh. And they were like, get up. We got to get you into this chair. And sweet Kate picked me up under my armpits and lifted me into the chair. Well, first I started dry heaving when they said it's time to get up. And I just started being like, and then Kate lifted me into the chair once that subsided. And Cleo was spoon feeding me pudding.
So good.
You had a good crew. I had the most incredible crew ever.
You have good friends.
The most incredible crew. And then they were like, all right. Well, then Ben, he says, okay, Arlee, I don't know if you're going to want to hear this, but I'm going to tell you anyways. And I was like, oh my God, what is he about to tell me? Like, what could this be? And he said, you now have the record for longest time running with the least amount of sleep out of anybody here.
Wow.
And I said, oh my God, and you wouldn't let me keep sleeping. They said, nope. And then they were like, all right, you got to go. And I was like, oh, I don't want to. And they were like, well, this cruise stop sucks. So you got to get to the next one, which will be better. And you can sleep more there. And I said, okay. And kind of like on Maya and I's long section before at one point I had been like, Maya, like, I don't think I can do this for another 10 hours or like however long this is going to take. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know if I can do that.
So the spirits are like
spirits are low, like kind of like the reality of like how many miles are left is setting in and just like how long that's going to take.
Yeah.
And Maya was kind of like, well, don't worry about it. Like, let's just get to the crew. And I was like, okay, whatever. So then I continue on this, what is to be the last section with Emily, who's my best friend, and Cleo, which was great to have both of them.
That's a
great so crew. Incredible. The sun comes up pretty soon, which is great. And I'm like crying and whimpering, and Cleo's like, okay, let's run a little bit. And I dry heave and then start running. And then at one point I was like, I just need to sit down for a minute. And I sit down on this rock. It's a great rock to sit on. And I was kind of frustrated because this section was like really nice trail. And I just like didn't feel like I could do it, which was really frustrating.
Just because you were just so exhausted, depleted.
Yeah,
that's frustrating.
Yeah,
when you know you can.
Yeah. And like even when I was running, I was like such a putter, Anyway, so I sit down on this rock and I'm crying and I just look down and I'm like, oh, my skin is moving because it just looked like the skin on my thighs was just like. It was like a kaleidoscope, just like moving in and out and swirling all over. And I think Cleo was kind of like, oh, God. I'm not sure what Emily was thinking.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, I don't think she like realized how tired I was. Well, she told me this, that she didn't realize like quite how spent I was because I was still being pretty like sassy and funny until I was like, my skin is moving. And she was like, oh.
Terrifying.
Yeah. Whenever we finally make it to the road crossing and we get there, the cruise there, it's like a really nice parking lot.
This is this Joe Ranger?
I think it's Vermont Route 12.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Route 12.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And everybody knew I was going to sleep there. Mm-hmm. Everybody, regardless of what was going to happen next, I was going to sleep. So Kate's like, okay, you have to change clothes immediately so you don't get cold. And I was like, sure, whatever. And Scott was like, you have to eat before you sleep. And I was like, whatever. Sit down and eat this reheated McDonald's cheeseburger from the day before. It was incredible. It was so good. It was so good. And then Scott was like, you have to eat a little bit more. And so I take 2 bites of a pierogi while death glaring at him. And then I climb into the back of the van and just immediately fall asleep. And I think somebody had taken my shoes off. They must have, because I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I immediately fall asleep for an hour until they wake me up. And everyone kind of pokes their heads in and it's like, so what do you think, Arlee? And I was like, I'm done. I was like, I can't do this. We're at the end, team. And they were like, yeah, good choice. It's gonna rain. And I was like, we're done. They're like, you are not gonna finish before dark. And I was like, we're done.
Because what time is it by now?
It was like 7:30 in the morning.
Okay. Yeah.
And we had like 25 miles left.
Yeah.
Moving pretty slow.
Yeah.
48 hours of running.
129 miles. How do you feel? How did the DNF feel?
In the moment, I felt so tired.
Yeah.
And like so spent and depleted. And I was like just proud of having done anything.
Yeah.
And like glad to be done, frankly.
Yeah.
Now I feel pretty disappointed in like a lot of things. But also kind of like I feel like I'm like, okay, well, there's a lot of things I can get better at.
Yeah.
Which is like good. I mean, I think like a couple of days ago, I was like, God, I just suck at running. Running sucks. I'm so bad at it. Everything's the worst. And now I'm feeling a little better about running and like about myself than I was a couple of days ago. Yeah. But it's hard. And I feel excited to like train again because I do generally enjoy training. Like I think the process is fun and kind of like the grind is enjoyable and like the routine of it. Yeah, but I think I also feel like unsure and like disappointed.
Yeah.
Correct
me if I'm wrong, but you were like this was like an exploration.
For sure. Yeah.
So do you think you achieved that?
Yeah, I think I definitely explored, and I think I definitely like pushed myself in ways that I hadn't before. And like I'm really proud of that. I think for the majority of the effort, like I really fought off like the negative kind of like holes of mental despair that come up like when things are hard. And like I really like worked to not think negatively and not like succumb to that. And which is, you know, as all of us know that's ever done anything hard, like it's really easy to like fall into that.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, I think really important to fight it off or like use it as fuel, which I'm not quite there, or it's not quite what I was wanting to do, whatever. Yeah, so that was definitely like an exploration of like how like the mental side of like running for 48 hours, you know?
Yeah.
Oh. It was definitely an adventure. That's for sure.
Would you try again?
I don't know. I would definitely try the 100+ distance again.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would try this route again. I think I'm not ready to decide that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, thanks for telling me your story.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling us your story.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's what happened.
Yay. Would you do anything differently?
Yeah, definitely.
Like we got a little bit of that in your story.
I would take the salt. More salt.
Yeah, like a prescription of salt. Like
and not the chewable salt because it's just like annoying to take more than one of those.
It's fun to take a pill.
It just goes down so easily. I think like historically and in this effort, I like don't know. I like actively don't look at the time. And I think it would have been good to know like, oh, I'm falling behind. Like, let's pick it up and have asked my pacers to like make sure that like I was aware of the time, but that like we are using it as positive fuel for forward progress and not like hole of despair fuel.
Yeah.
I think that is something that I'm ready to know what the time is in an effort as opposed to just like, well, I'm just doing it. You know, I think I'm ready for that, like in terms of my confidence. And like intentions with running as well. Yeah, I think maybe thinking more about sleep. But I don't know, it was kind of like funky because heading into it, my original goal was 45 hours or like 45 to 48 hours. And I was kind of like, I think maybe I could get by without really having a sleep plan. But like, and I think like if I had finished in 48 hours, that would have been okay. But like, because it was going to take longer, having a plan for sleeping would have been like before I'm at that point where it's like, I feel like I have nothing left. Yeah. I think those are what I would do differently.
Yeah.
Oh, I would do some things differently in training also.
Like what? I
feel like I did a lot of my training on the road just because like I was overwhelmed with work and life happens and, you know, just hard, whatever. I live in a neighborhood. But I think like I would have liked to make more of an effort to run on trail more often just to get more practice with like moving through terrain and like running through terrain that isn't like, you know, a sidewalk because nothing is in Vermont. I think that would have been really helpful, especially like doing it tired to practice for like, oh, I'm tired and am still running on like some rocks and roots and stuff. Yeah. And like, I kind of go back and forth about whether I think like I wish I had gone out on some of the route, because like, especially with Glastonbury, like my memory wasn't accurate.
Yeah.
And I think that like wasn't helpful. So like maybe it would have been really good to have run it before. And then I'm kind of like, well, I've not really run like a race course before.
Yeah.
Just because it's, you know, traveling there and whatever. But I don't know. So that's kind of things I've thought about. I'd like to go back and run like Glastonbury and Stratton and Bromley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Those are great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What's next?
I don't know. I'm excited to play in the mountains for the rest of the summer and fall.
Yeah,
and just kind of like do what feels fun and exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because soon, very, very, very soon, these mountains will
Stop. No, not that soon. No.
They will
no.
be
no.
so cold
No.
and dark
No.
and snowy.
It's not that soon.
So it's good to get it in when you can.
Yeah, and I'm gonna. That's my plan.
Arlee, what's your social medias?
Well, you can find the both of us at DNF.diaries on Instagram. You can find me at a.hisk.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's yours.
Tara.Dower, Dower. And that's all for right now.
Yeah.
What do you got going on for the rest of the day?
About to go to PT. And then I'm going to go on a bike ride.
Yeah, you gotta go to PT.
Oh, I actually need to leave soon.
Yeah, and then beach. Yeah, beach. I need to run in gym and beach.
Yeah.
All right. Bye, y'all. Thank you for listening.
Bye.
Bye.